In the early 20th century, there was a powerful struggle of various forms in different countries of the world. The struggle of the working class against exploitation and oppression by the capital and for the vital rights and sovereignty, and the struggle of the people in the colonial and semi-colonial countries for national liberation. Among those countries was Korea in a decisive fight to terminate the colonial rule of the Japanese imperialists. A new era was brewing when the popular masses, once oppressed and maltreated, emerged as the masters of their own destiny. Such situation urgently called for creating a new idea. In Korea, all the sovereignty and vital rights were ruthlessly trampled down owing to the colonial rule of the Japanese imperialists. It was the great leader Kim Il-sung that saved Korea, a small country in the east. He not only saved the destiny of the nation, but also created the great idea representing the new era. He declared that man is the master of everything and decides everything. Who are the masters of our own destiny? They are none other than ourselves. Who has the strength for shaping our own destiny? It is also none other than ourselves. Only when we struggle by ourselves with arms in our hands is it possible to defeat the Japanese imperialists and achieve national independence. The creation of the Juche idea was a historic event that gave hope and confidence to the world progressives who were at a loss where to go. It was a historic declaration heralding the birth of a great era when the people shaped their destiny with their own efforts. The bloody war against the 1 million strong Japanese army armed to the teeth was a turning point of history which clearly convinced the world of the truth that the popular masses are the masters of the revolution and construction, and they have the strength to promote them. We have to believe only in the people in the isolated condition with no flanks or rear. With this firm faith, Kim Il-sung awakened the popular masses and roused them to the struggle, and thus accomplished the historic cause of national liberation. National liberation was a great victory of the Juche idea created by Kim Il-sung. The people's position was changed. The people, once an object of exploitation and oppression, became the masters of the country and society. The US imperialists, who were boasting of being the strongest in the world, invaded the Democratic People's Republic of Korea in 5 years after the liberation. It was a confrontation of blood and faith with the imperialist allied forces. In fact, the Fatherland Liberation War was a hard-fought war, which can be called a showdown between rifle and a bomb. With the existing formulas, it was impossible to get the answer of victory of rifle in the war. But the Democratic People's Republic of Korea wrought the miracle of victory. The great idea brought about the great victory. It was a victory won by the great people for Kim Il-sung, who made them masters of the land, factory and country, and for the motherland, the cradle of their dignified life. In the Cholima era, which raced against the century, shattering all sorts of pessimism and conservatism, miracles were wrought everywhere, and great changes made in the ideological and mental spheres of the people. The Cholima era was a great offspring of the line on building an independent national economy, with the Juche idea thoroughly applied to the economy. The Korean people accomplished the historic cause of socialist industrialization only in 14 years' time by relying on their own strength and the resources and materials of their country, which others failed for tens of years and even for hundreds of years. Heads of party and state of many countries visited Korea in the East. After meeting Kim Il-sung, they unanimously said the proud reality of the Democratic People's Republic of Korea, which had advanced along the great path of independence in politics, self-sustenance in the economy, and self-reliance in national defense, shows that the Juche idea is a great idea, brightly illuminating the road ahead of them, aspiring after independence. As the driving force of history, the Korean people ushered in the era of great changes in the 1970s and the 1980s. The world focused on socialism of Juche. Along with Korea, the country of Juche, the attraction of the Juche idea shook the world. It became an irresistible trend of the times to learn after the Juche idea. Juche idea study organizations were formed in all parts of the world. On April 15, 1969, the Group for the Study of Kim Il-sung's Works was formed in Mali, which was the first Juche idea study organization in the world. In April 1978, the International Institute of the Juche idea was formed in Tokyo of Japan. Afterwards, similar organizations were formed worldwide. Along with the formation of the Juche idea study organizations, dynamic activities were conducted to study the profundity and truthfulness of the Juche idea. They were held national, continental, and regional seminars. An international seminar on the Juche idea was grandly held in Pyongyang, the capital of the Democratic People's Republic of Korea, the homeland of the Juche idea, in September 1977, with the participation of the delegations and delegates of the Juche idea study organizations from all continents of the world. Kim Il-sung met representatives of different countries who took part in the seminar and brightly indicated the orientation and ways for them to vigorously advance along the road of independence under the banner of Juche. Many political and public personages and Juche idea followers in the world received precious instructions from him on some issues arising in the present international political situation and the profound truth of the Juche idea. The number of the Juche idea followers increased, and the seminar on the Juche idea was held on an annual basis. The height of a great man is that of his ideology. The great leader Kim Jong-il started to work at the Central Committee of the Workers' Party of Korea in June 1964. He conducted his energetic ideological and theoretical activities to formulate the revolutionary idea of Kim Il-sung. The comments of the world progressives on the Juche idea were put together, and the 100-year-long history of the working class comprehensively analyzed and summed up. In those days, he made a conclusion that the Juche idea created and consistently applied to the revolution and construction by Kim Il-sung is the completely new and original revolutionary idea, which is unthinkable apart from his name. On February the 19th, 1974, the historic declaration was aired all over the world. The formulation of Kim Il-sungism was a noteworthy event in the human history of thought. Many political and public personages of the world admire the extraordinary ideological and theoretical wisdom of Kim Jong-il, who formulated the Juche idea, giving perfect answers to all problems arising in the revolution and construction as Kim Il-sungism, and spoke highly of his undying achievements. Under the banner of modeling the whole society on Kim Il-sungism, Kim Jong-il wisely led the sacred struggle to transform all fields of the society as demanded by Kim Il-sungism. In the 1990s, the red flag was taken down all at once, and socialism collapsed in East European countries. The imperialist Allied forces were openly clamoring that the total collapse of socialism is a matter of time. Just at the time, Kim Jong-il made public famous works in succession with his extraordinary analysis and logic, proving the truthfulness and validity of socialism and the inevitability of its victory in a scientific way. Don't expect any change from me. With such steadfast faith, Kim Jong-il firmly defended socialism of Korean style to glorify the DPRK as a bulwark of socialism recognized by the whole world and a beacon of hope of the world progressives. The world clearly saw how the DPRK rose up like phoenix despite the trials, and how it overcame so difficult an arduous march, during which breathing itself was said to be a miracle. How just it is that the DPRK chose the road of independence, and how great the Juche idea is, were proved in practice. The world lavishes praises on Kim Jong-il. A great idea creates a great era. The respected Kim Jong-un solemnly declared that the guiding idea of the Workers' Party of Korea is Kim Il-sungism, Kim Jong-ilism, and its supreme program is to model the whole society on Kim Il-sungism, Kim Jong-ilism. Kim Il-sungism, Kim Jong-ilism is a comprehensive succession to and development in depth of Kim Il-sungism, the Juche idea, which was created by Kim Il-sung and enriched and applied by Kim Jong-il to the revolutionary practice. Kim Il-sungism, Kim Jong-ilism systematizes the idea and revolutionary theory and method of leadership to be maintained in the revolution and construction in an integrated way. Kim Jong-un formulated the revolutionary essence of Kim Il-sungism, Kim Jong-ilism as the people-first principle. It is another great achievement he made in the human history of thought. How to respect the people. Let's respect the people as upholding the great leaders Kim Il-sung and Kim Jong-il. The great leaders Kim Il-sung and Kim Jong-il regarded the people as the god throughout their lives. That's why the people have supported the great leaders as the sun and remained loyal to their leadership with all their hearts. Today, the respected Kim Jong-un has considered the people to be the heaven with the sun. The people's position has been placed on the highest plane. Everything for the people, and everything by relying on them. This is the core of the revolutionary idea of the Workers' Party of Korea and the mode of its basic activities. Today, in Socialist Korea, the popular policies of the party and the state are enforced in all parts of the country. Kim Jong-un is realizing the dreams and ideas of the people. In Socialist Korea, people's health is thoroughly guaranteed, and the rising generations are growing without any worries. The tremendous strength of Juche Korea is rising. Socialist Korea has become an invincible military power. This proud reality is a great victory won by the indomitable will of the Korean people, fully armed with the Juche idea to create everything with their own hands, believing only in their strength. Voices of admiration and praise for the great Socialist Korea are echoing all over the universe. The DPRK is a country dignified with independence and prosperous with self-sustenance, a great country powerful with self-defense, and a country of perfect unity where the leader devotes his all to the people and the people remain loyal to the leader's guidance. The external authority of the DPRK has been extraordinarily enhanced. This is a brilliant result brought by independent diplomacy. The World Conference of the Juche idea was held in April 2012 on the occasion of the centenary birth anniversary of the great leader Kim Il-sung amid a great expectation and concern of the world progressives. Participants in the conference said that the Juche idea is an immortal guideline leading the people along the straight road of struggle to achieve the independent development of countries and nations and build a free and peaceful new world, and that the cause of global independence is victoriously advancing thanks to His Excellency respected Kim Jong-un. The Juche Idea Seminar on Kim Il-sungism, Kim Jong-ilism, and the cause of global independence took place in Pyongyang on April 14, 2014. It ardently praised that Kim Il-sungism, Kim Jong-ilism, whose truthfulness was proved historically and realistically thanks to the wise and devoted activities of President Kim Il-sung and General Secretary Kim Jong-il, is illuminating the road of independence and prosperity for the world people. At the seminar, speakers said the DPRK is more fully displaying its might as an invincible power nobody dares to challenge, thanks to the wise leadership of His Excellency Kim Jong-un and the single-minded unity of the entire people around him. The validity and vitality of Kim Il-sungism, Kim Jong-ilism were clearly proved in the reality of Korea, they added. The era of independence is shining brighter under the banner of the great Kim Il-sungism, Kim Jong-ilism. The people's dignity and position have been placed on the highest plane, miracles and innovations are brought about every day, and the invincible national might has been firmly consolidated in the beautiful flower garden of single-minded unity. This great era has shown its appearance in Korea before the world. the surprising reality brought by the inexhaustible potentiality of development of Juche career, which cannot be guessed with the existing political concept or economic figures, was a miracle wrought by the Juche idea, valuing the people. Juche is the life, strength, and victory. This is the truth the world found in the history of Juche career. With this immutable truth, the world progressive humanity will wage a vigorous struggle for the global peace, security, and independence.